Hi, we're here today with Dr. Rudi to talk about women's issues, women's health, menopause and hot flashes. Hi, Dr. Rudi. So let's talk about menopause.
Well, Claire, obviously being a man, I don't get firsthand experience with that, but obviously it's an important topic for women, and obviously it is a topic that can have tremendous psychological and physical impacts. So let's begin with what is menopause and when does it happen. And menopause is a process in which the estrogen levels in a woman's body start changing. Those changes are due to age, and also it's well known that women have a certain amount of eggs in their bodies at birth, basically, and when they run out and the ovaries start aging, that this affects hormone levels, especially estrogen. Now, when estrogen starts changing and declining, it's not a straight line. It's usually a wave action, and therefore, it can cause mood swings, it can cause hot flashes, it can have many, many different manifestations, most of which are negative for a female. For instance, hot flashes during the day, hot flashes, night sweating in bed, morning hot flashes, mood changes. And this is very unpredictable. You can't take a blood sample and say, oh, we can do this and that. And there are some pharmaceutical drugs that are available that can help control this, including birth control pills and other hormone replacement therapy. But everybody knows that there's some major issues like cancer associated with some of those. Now, there are natural things you can do. One of them is proper diet. Eat berries, don't eat fruit. Cut down on carbohydrates. Watch your body weight. Estrogen is a hormone that's soluble in fat, okay? If you have less fat in your body, you'll have a more balanced estrogen level. Avoid foods that have soy in them, because phytoestrogens in soy can wreak havoc on your hormonal balance. There are things that you can also do, for instance, proper bedding in your bedroom, having sheets and things made out of breathable fabrics. Don't sleep on a polyurethane memory foam mattress because it's basically an insulator. There are products you can Google that are covers for beds or mattresses, like latex mattresses that naturally breathe. That's a very important thing for you to consider. And also, since women have different hip dimensions and shoulder dimensions than men, you should always look for mattresses that allow your body, your backbone to be relatively straight, and that will give you more comfort. More comfort. If you're more relaxed, that also affects estrogen levels in your body. It's also a mental thing. Now, getting back into the natural products, and by the way, I spent 26 years in the pharmaceutical industry. I'm not anti-drug. I also spent over 10 years now in the natural products industry, and I love natural products, and sometimes they can work really well together. So one of the things that we found that works really good in controlling hot flashes is a single ingredient called HMR lignin. And this is made from a northern spruce tree from Sweden and Norway. It's made from the bark. It's an extract, a natural extract. Clinical trials have shown that that does promote healthy, balanced estrogen. And that product, even by itself, is quite effective in controlling hot flashes. Now, there's also another product that's made from broccoli, and it's called DIM. The chemical name is diindulyl methane, but DIM is obviously a lot easier. And DIM has also been shown to help balance estrogen. So formulas that combine HMR lignin and DIM are of interest. The third component, which is something based on my own research, is that lycopene. Yes, the carotenoid from tomatoes, and by the way, if you eat tomatoes, you're not going to get a lot of lycopene because it's not bioavailable. you actually have to cook the tomatoes. And when you cook tomatoes, the lycopene is released. So tomato sauce, yes. Tomatoes doesn't give you a lot. So we found, my research has shown, and there is some literature on this, has shown that lycopene can work synergistically with those other substances to get even a better effect. Now, my advice for the average person is that you should always find, if you're taking a supplement, and if you're taking a supplement that will balance your estrogen so that you take the swings out of it. The swings are what causes the hot flashes, okay? If you find those, try to get the lowest possible effective dose. Don't think that, oh, if HMR and DIM work great, I have to take tablespoons of it. And no, find the lowest effective dose, because they're substances, they're things that you're adding calories, you're adding things that you may not need. So I always believe, in the chemical name for it is titrating yourself. Take the product, take it for a certain amount of days, see what the effect is. If the effect is good, take a little less. And that way you'll save money, you'll be healthier, and you won't have the hot flashes.
But these products, they're perfectly safe for women to take?
I think they're very safe. As a matter of fact, I think, again, I'm not anti-drug industry. I think the drug industry has done wonderful things for the world and is continuing to do R&D. But hormone replacement therapy can be dangerous, and you're shooting at sparrows with atomic weapons. Okay, I'd rather have a more gentle approach, a more balanced approach, and I think you can achieve good hormone balance, good estrogen balance, good hot flash control using natural products that may not have some of these side effects that some of the pharmaceuticals. Now, in other areas, pharmaceuticals work better than natural products. It's just, you have to do the research. One other thing is just, I want to repeat this, is that avoid soy products in any form. Now, edamame, you can eat that a little bit, but that's not going to hurt you. Soy milk, soy-based products, or even supplements that use soy as a filler or as a carrying agent, or in protein things that use soy protein, avoid them, because it will affect your hormone balance. The other one to avoid, and people are not going to like what I'm about to say, the other one to avoid are flax-based products, because flax also contains phytoestrogens. Now, there's really some really good stuff in flax, like ALA omega-3. It's very good. You don't want to take too much of it, not more than 4 grams of that oil a day. But flax happens to also contain phytoestrogens. And if you are taking flax, or taking a lot of flax, and you notice that it may be affecting think about it. Maybe it's affecting your hot flashes. Maybe it's affecting your period. Maybe it's affecting your mood. So it's well known that there are phytoestrogens in flax. My advice is to avoid it. There are better sources of omega-3 like chia or perilla. And those are the ones I recommend because they don't have these estrogenic triggering type compounds in there. Let me repeat about the important things to look at as far as hot flashes and menopausal health. First of all, exercise, proper diet, avoid soy products, avoid flax products, because flax contains phytoestrogens. Now, there's good things about flax, namely the omega-3 fatty acids. Flax also has fiber in it. However, phytoestrogens can affect your physical and, to some extent, your mood health. And so I believe that you should have proper bedding, a cool bed, avoid polyurethane, memory foam mattresses. Make sure you're lying flat with your head flat and your hips properly supported so that your backbone is straight. Being relaxed reduces estrogen swings in your body. And also If you want to take omega-3s, find things that don't have phytoestrogens in them, go for things like chia or perilla oil. And the purpose of Dr-Rudi.com is to support human health. And it's not about drug companies, it's not about supplement companies, it's about your health and women's health. And that's the mission, and that includes exercise, sleeping right, wearing the right clothes, cool clothes, and your mental health also.
Thank you so much for this invaluable information. On behalf of all women, I thank you. It's been great talking with you today, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Claire.